I just wanted to give my condolences and as much as anything just say what a blessing that Pastor Art was for me and my life. I remember coming to the church about 10 years ago and just feeling very welcome here, and just with Pastor Art, for me, his biblical knowledge was just such a great thing. And that's something that I look forward to every week, is coming to hearing some of the gems and the understanding and wisdom that he could take from the Bible and convey it to us. And I always very much enjoyed that, and his knowledge of the original Greek and Hebrew I like a lot. When I think of Pastor Art, I just think of an unfailing servant of God. And I don't know how he was, necessarily in other aspects of life, but I appreciated his sense of humor. And I appreciate the work that he did for God. And I can't think of a better person for anybody to say to Art, and I'm talking about God, saying to somebody, well done, good and faithful servant. He is the guy that he's the poster boy for that. He'll always have a special place with me in my heart.
A friend of mine talked about when someone passes, all of their stories go with them. It's like a library of books that goes away. And so when I think of Art's library, to me it was so deep and so robust. It was God's Word to the original Greek and every passage and from memory. But also Art understood the culture so well and facts, and he was always learning, and he was always digging deeper and finding examples that he could bring to us and teach. So what I want to thank Art for is for the depth of the stories that he brought us and how dedicated he was to teaching us from those.
But Art, thank you. Thank you for many things. You lived a life like Jesus lived, and changed a lot in my life, and always told me what a great man I was, even though I still have a hard time believing. But what an inspiration to my sons and my nieces and nephews you've been. And just thank you, and thank you, Rhonda, the Blankenship family, for sharing with us for all these years. And praise be to Jesus for letting us enjoy him as long as we had, even though my selfishness in me says I wasn't done with him yet.
Especially like me and her are very thankful that, and it's such an honor to be the last people that Pastor Art baptized.
Yes, we do feel like it's an honor, and it was also an honor to know him and in our church and as our pastor, and we will never forget him. And the day of our baptism was such an amazing experience, and it wouldn't have been as wonderful as it was without Pastor Art. And there was a reason that was called to us, and it was on our hearts that day to become baptized. It was sort of last minute, and but it was meant to be. And we thank Pastor Art for being there for us and for this church, and we will forever miss him.
And he will forever be